Hey, good morning. Let's see if you guys listen to me well or not. Please confirm by the chat if you can let me know so that we can start. I see we have some people already connected. Hello, can you guys hear me well? Can you guys hear me? We will start very soon. Waiting for okay, waiting for confirmation. Audio, everything is okay. So we will start right now talking today. For those who don't know me, I'm Alexander Bright. I'm the VP of the marketing for Octopus Exchange. And we were preparing this topic for 2 weeks already. We would like to talk about the scaling solutions right now in blockchain technology. We have different solutions, and mainly this is one of the points that the the blockchain technology has to solve, that is the ability to put more and more users into the ecosystem. If we have now more than, let's say, I don't know, few millions users, all the blockchains in the actual technology will have difficulties to keep working in a normal way. So this will always have the importance for being able to adopt this technology as some mainstream technology. For example, like Visa, like Visa right now is able to do a few thousand, let's say maybe 20,000 or 30,000 transactions per second, which means every payment in the world is going through Visa systems. They are able to go through, and they are able to make these transactions and then make safely every payment is happening. But this is in a centralized way. So what we know is that in blockchain, we are trying to have a more decentralized way. But because this is decentralized, it's much more difficult to have the so many transactions per second, or TPS. You will see in the Twitter, on the internet, you will see how many TPS, right, per transactions per second we will have with the different blockchain technologies. So typically, we started with a Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is our first blockchain that we all know. How we get into blockchain, most of us usually by having Bitcoin. And once we started using Bitcoin, we can see that the network is kind of slow compared with more centralized technologies that we have nowadays. Nowadays, you go into Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, any app, any major app that you want to use, and it will not have any difficult, let's say, usually not have any difficulty making all the things you want to do in those platforms. But this is because all is centralized and they can control it very well. They can scale up all their technologies much easier in terms of the comparing with the blockchain technologies, because it's basically centralized. In the Bitcoin technology, in the Bitcoin network, what we have is we have many uh, different servers, we can call them, which is called nodes, right? And we have many computers, ASICs, connected one to each other, and those machines needs to every time keep the track that every transaction is going on, and they need to validate those transactions. So to do that is much difficult than to do it in a centralized manner. So in the case of Bitcoin, we have right now around 7 TPS so transactions per second, which is very limited. You imagine that with a few thousand users trying to make a lot of transactions at the same time, the network will be very congested, very fast. So after Bitcoin is for some time in the market, we all know Ethereum is the second one which come around, let's say, make it big until nowadays. For sure, we had before some other technologies, some other blockchains, but now we can talk about Ethereum being the second major blockchain in terms of the market cap, for sure. So this technology of Ethereum is quite different than Bitcoin. We know that they are looking for the scaling solution for a long time already, because let's say we have the most decentralized blockchain in the world, which is Bitcoin. Why Ethereum will be around? Ethereum is around is because from a technology perspective, should be faster, should be better, should have some more utility than the Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, we can keep and store our value of our money, our time is converted to Bitcoin, and we can transfer normal, like a one transfer a day, or every week one transfer. We will usually move in this kind of time frames our money, our funds. So to make payments is good. To make payments internationally, this is even better than the Swift technology. But once we looking to do something more on a daily basis, Bitcoin is limited yet. But Ethereum actually is also a little bit limited if we put enough users to this network. So Ethereum was getting very popular during the 2017 till right now, and during the last 2 years they are struggling with what is called the gas fee, right? So we all learn about these gas fees because the craze of the tokens and the NFTs on top of the first layer of Ethereum. So with the second layer, let's say the different smart contracts built on Ethereum and the NFTs built on Ethereum, we all found that all these applications, they required much more transactions per second, because basically we are not putting only users transferring their money, transferring their funds to each other, peer-to-peer, but also we are allowing to other computers and the programs to be connected to the network automatically. This means with few robots connected to Ethereum network, um, few is more is thousands or even hundreds of thousands. So with these numbers, Ethereum network is being very congested. So in the peak moments, Ethereum network by itself, only Ethereum, not layer twos, we can talk about 25 transactions per second, usually between 10 and 25 transactions per second. So between 10 and 25 transactions per second, we could say this is enough for a network where we store our value and that we send the funds to each other, we make payments, but not for the smart contracts, not for the applications or decentralized applications, dApps, that you may see in the internet right now. It's a very popular. So let's say we want more. How to do it? So here's where Solana enter. Right in last bull run, Solana was very popular. It's because of this point. Also Cardano, we can talk about it, or the other EVM second layers. But Cardano and Solana were trying to solve better on this, let's say, scaling race that everyone is looking for. Trying to keep decentralized, but trying to be much faster as a transaction and much cheaper on the cost per transaction. So with Ethereum, what we found out is that okay, the blockchain is limited. We are in the proof of work, and we need to put a lot of energy to do all those transactions, and this is limited to how many machines are we putting into the Ethereum network, connected to the network. And this is difficult to solve because from that perspective, you need more and more hardware. So what Ethereum did is they moved to proof of stake. This is one of the first steps they were doing, trying to move from the hardware scaling up solution to the more to the software scaling up solution. And in this point, they're already in the proof of stake. They're not anymore in the proof of work. This is saving a lot of energy, yes. So a lot of real cost for the miners that before were mining Ethereum, and right now the cost is not in the energy that much. I think it's like 99% they they they're able to save on the energy part compared to Bitcoin, right? For example, but in this point, still very far from other solutions to have a very real utility case that every user in the world could use Ethereum for their daily life with different programs. This is quite far yet. So how to do it? Solana come into place, and they say they have solved this better. They have a better technology for the all the smart contracts and the dApps, and the NFT world. And basically, what they can do right now is between 5,000 and 50,000 transactions per second. This means 5,000 to 50,000 transactions per second. You already can allow many users and the robots and the machines to implement the different smart contracts into the blockchain and run without major issues. We all know that Solana had some blackouts during the 2021-2022. Is the last ones. In the early of 2023, there's no some blackout. I think since early 2023, maybe this year, yeah, in April or May, I think is the last one. But still, we need to get better. If we really want to be more like a Visa solution, right, a centralized solution for the payments, we should reach those 50,000 transactions per second on the average, on a daily. Right now, as I said, maybe Solana is in the 4,000 to 5,000 transactions per second for real average and the daily use. For a peak, yes, we can reach the 50,000, but this is not in the daily without issues, right? So there are some other solutions that the Ethereum fans would like more, which is in the EVM, and is building on top of Ethereum. So instead of using the Ethereum network directly on the blockchain of Ethereum, there are some new solutions that we all know, like maybe the most the well-known is Matic, ADA, So this one, you can count that they will do every transaction in the second layer, and then later they will move to the first layer. In this way, they have some more transactions per second. We can say it's a similar, but because they do in the second layer and they put more transactions together, then later they go through all these transactions together in different packages, so to put it in the first layer, and in this way they can really get the better performance. We can feel this is better, especially for trading tokens and NFTs. We will find out that gas fees are much lower if we using the ADA, right? Okay, so in this point, which is better, Solana or any EVM solution? So we cannot actually say, because what we found out right now recently is that Solana is finally somehow stable, but it's mostly because we're in the bear market. And what we find out also with the new EVM solutions like let's say Polygon, yeah, Arbitrum, Immutable, Base, all these solutions is that they are so new, they still very centralized, and they are not able even to keep up with the users they have. They're still having problems, they are still having issues. So it's still very early to confirm which um, which blockchain will be better, which solution will be better, EVM or Solana, Solana or EVM. From my personal experience, we have the NFT market, and the NFT market, the NFT projects, most of them are choosing Solana for now. Yes, the past is Ethereum, but Ethereum is so damn expensive and so damn slow that it's making so difficult for many young entrepreneur and the young NFT projects to make it out in the Ethereum. So many more are choosing the NFT market is in Solana. We don't know this will be the case or not in the next bull run, and this is the main question. I would like to know from you guys if you think this will be the case. That sorry, I was checking the yeah, I was checking the some colleagues talking to me. Yeah, so we don't know if the case will be that Solana or EVM solutions will be the real winner in the next bull run. Actually, this is what mattered most to the users, because now we could both have some NFTs, some tokens based on Ethereum, on the EVM layer 2s, or we could have some on the Solana ecosystem. But will both they be around once the new bull run come? Will be a new technology like maybe Arbitrum or Immutable X or Base? Will be Cardano maybe come with their new solution? Will be any new blockchain out of the thin air coming very popular and then dethrone Ethereum or take the space of Solana? We don't know yet. What we know is that every major player here, like Google, Visa, they have chosen both. They didn't decide yet. They don't know yet will be Ethereum, will be Solana. For sure, we can say that there's more of a trend in Ethereum right now because layer 2 is more like a new thing right now and it's hot. But the technology is still pretty early, and we cannot know this will be stable once the bull run comes. So, as I mentioned before, we should be aware that maybe one, the other, or a totally new blockchain out there will be the one taking the crown of this market. Basically, if there's no new technology with more transactions per second, decentralized and cheap, but also stable enough, I personally think Ethereum, EVM solution, EVM layer 2, and Solana, both will keep around, both will have their space. People will use one or the other, depends on what's the specific application they're using or what they like more, but not only one. Still, I believe Solana is in a better spot, in a better position, because they already make their technology stable during the last bull run. Until now, they faced all those difficulties during the bull run, but EVM is more on the new part for that. I think EVM solution layer 2 will suffer more during the next bull run to see real users, enough users to use their different technologies and to face all the scaling difficulties. So we could also talk maybe about the BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, BSC, if you want. Um, Actually, is in a similar spot of the Ethereum, because since we have all the Ethereum technologies and the BSC being an EVM solution as well, everything going on in the Ethereum ecosystem or in the Binance Smart Chains ecosystem usually is very tight. And if something new is happening, like zero knowledge technologies is happening in Ethereum, it easily come to Binance Smart Chain as well. We know all of us. We know that the Binance is one of the biggest players here. It's around for so much time that we should also keep an eye on them and to see how they play out for this, right? So, what else? What we can say or think about this market right now? Mm, the main point, as I said, is the transactions per second. Yes, stability. Yes, the cost, but also the new applications. What what to use what's the main use of the blockchain for right now? The real use, I think, is the transactions between peer to peer, making some transfer payments. This is in the daily how we use the crypto for now. The gaming, not yet. NFT, okay, maybe, but the real purpose for the NFT, apart from trading and making money and some speculative situation, still not sure. Some brands are trying to use the NFTs, but not so clear yet. So mostly it's trading, mostly is transferring our funds from one to each other and being able to transfer our money globally. For this case, for this scenario, still Bitcoin is the best. So we could talk also about layer 2 in the Bitcoin, which is something not so well known or not so many people talk about it. Bitcoin maxis will say, yeah, that's the best, and yeah, but not so many people know about it. So if we talk about Bitcoin layer 2, most the well known is the Lightning protocol, and the Lightning protocol is trying also to have its own space in the transaction, let's say in the financial world, so that we all use the bedrock of the Bitcoin as a base, and then we do faster transactions with the Lightning in a similar way that Polygon is doing with Ethereum. We will do with Lightning into Bitcoin. So first we do the transactions in the Lightning protocol, and then package by package we move it into the different blocks in the Bitcoin. Uh, the main advantage if we use Lightning in the future will be that all the market cap is in the Bitcoin, and all that the capital that will come from the traditional, let's say, traditional money into the Bitcoin during this year, next year, once the bull run come, most probably the Bitcoin will be the big winner. Lightning will be that technology there that could let all of us make the instant payment using Bitcoin. Even the Bitcoin is not showing up maybe in the same fast time as the Solana between wallets, but for you it's showing. It's the same like a Visa or other payments. It is showing instantly, but actually maybe in the system, in the blockchain, in the Bitcoin blockchain, you will a little bit later. But it doesn't matter for you as a user. If you see you receive the money, you can use it right away. It doesn't matter whether the ledger will take some more time to be updated or not. It doesn't matter because and as long as it's not broken, right? is keep stable. This is good for the most of the users. So let's keep an eye on Bitcoin with the Lightning. Let's keep an eye on the Ethereum EVM Layer 2s, also in the Solana and the Cardano. And personally, as I said, I'm a Solana guy mostly. I use a lot of Ethereum, yes, but Solana gave me these feelings that is underrated because it's very connected to the, FTX. You guys know the FTX collapse, the SBF. We all know that Solana was very related to SBF, and SBF always push for Solana to grow. And once we have those issues, the FTX debacle, say, we lost a lot of hope on Solana. Most of the people did. I didn't. And I keep all my investments there. But I think why Solana is underrated is more related with the fact about FTX and SBF than with the actual technology. Because if we look for the real technology use cases that is using some blockchain technologies, we can find is that Solana really has the real use case, the real scenarios that, for example, we can use for the new GPS, let's say, system, for the new 5G network in the US. All these solutions are using the Solana, and they are not using Ethereum for a simple reason, is because if they're using Ethereum, it will not work, actually. It doesn't have the technology to work well. So yeah, this is it. I don't know if you guys have any questions here in the chat. Maybe we can do some questions, answering some questions for the last 15 minutes or so. Keep sending me your questions in the chat so that we can go for it. Okay, later. So what else? What else should we touch today? Let me try to find some news maybe about this. Yeah, some news. So let's type some Solana. Yeah, what's going on right now in the ecosystem, Solana and the EVM layer 2s. So let's say, oh yeah, this rumor about FTX, that if FTX has a lot of funds on the Solana, I think there's like maybe 30% of the funds that are being seized from FTX is a Solana. And let me say the number right here. But actually, it's quite a lot, and people is concerned. What happened if there's around $1 billion, the US $1 billion, that if FTX put it out, is a major issue. But actually, all this Solana is blocked. All this Solana is blocked. It will not be dumped so fast. As far as I know, this Solana will be dumped into the market. Yes, will be liquidated, but it will be done during the next few years. It will not be done before 2024, 2025, the main part, until 2028. So it's not that it will be tomorrow that the price of Solana will go down, but you know, guys, that all these news will go so fast that most of the people see a rumor and then they sell faster, and that's what we saw in the last few days on the market. The price of Solana went down to 16 or $17. Nice back up to, let's see, where is it right now? I think it's around $20. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think right now it's around $20 again. Let me see. So yeah, is FTX dumping their Solana? I mean, is FTX getting liquidated and dumping this $1 billion of Sol? No, it will not so fast, not at least this year. So we can be sure, we can be okay for this year that the price shouldn't go down that fast. But keep an eye on that, because if people feel the fear about that news, and if this rumor goes faster, then maybe yes, maybe the drop for the short term we will have it. Um, Regarding the other EVM layer two, let's go to see what's the price per action right now. What's the price for every blockchain right now there? Um, it's not able to get it. Let's see. Maybe some issues of the connection, right? Okay, so right now Solana is in $19.16, and we have the layer twos. Let's see. So we have, yeah, it's quite down, huh? Yes, we have Polygon in 0.53 right now. We have Uniswap in 4.33. That's it. We have VeChain there. Okay, near Arbitrum. Arbitrum went down to 0.83 already. Okay, so it's not moving that much. We are still in the bear. Yeah. The next live, I will do it by the showing with you guys the screen. So I will share with you the screen. This one I cannot, but in the next one I will do, so that you can see all what I'm checking, and we can discuss more about it. Yep. So that's it. Don't worry that much about the Solana price per action right now. And for the short term, maybe go down a little bit more. But in the this year, FTX will not dump all this, will not be liquidated that fast, because it's locked. It's on the pool, and they cannot take it as long as it is there. It is different deadlines on the through the different years until 2027 or 2028. Yep. So let's see more news about EVM layer two. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. So there's any news about that? Okay, so the BNB smart chain for the optimism, is another layer two on BNB. It's called OPBNB, okay, Optimism BNB, and it's a mainnet already. So what does it mean? That we can already use optimism in the BNB smart chain. So in this point, not so many layer twos already in the BNB, but with this optimism in the BNB, I think we will see more and more funds going through that way. So here's the news. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. More things maybe. Not so many for EVM leader choose. It's actually everything is CK Sync, for example. I know is a very well known. Okay. So Matter Labs, is stepping back because ZK Sync launched the ecosystem portal managed by Data Radar. So in this case, the NFT, for example, in ZK Sync is the volume. Okay, yeah, the volume surpassed Arbitrum and Optimism. So this news here is quite interesting. We didn't see the CK Sync doing so good, but it seems, yeah, it's going better and better now. Okay, so Arbitrum with the growing. Let's see the data of NFT scan. Well, since you guys don't have any more questions or so, I think this will be it. We will finish today the live. If you still have any questions, you always can reach us up in our social media. So yeah, this is it. I see you in the next live. We will think what's the next topic we want to talk about. All these things for sure is related with our Octopus exchange. We talked today about the Solana and the layer 2 so that you guys know a little bit more about that. But in the future, we will talk also about some other topics. You can also reach us through our social media, give us some idea about the next topics that you guys want us to talk about, and we happily will do so. Okay? Yeah. So this is it. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to follow us, and see you in the next one.